What if taking omega-3 and vitamin D every single day could actually slow down aging? Scientists tracked over 2,100 people for 3 years, and the results were incredible. I'm Dr. Evan Hartley. Let's dive in. Why should you take omega-3 every day? There are 3 essential supplements that should be part of your daily routine: omega-3, magnesium, and vitamin D. These need to be in our lives consistently. Let me briefly explain why. Why do we need omega-3 so much? Yes, not eating enough fish is one reason. But that's not the main problem. The real issue is that we're exposed to way too much omega-6. In ancient times, humans consumed about 1 unit of omega-6. Today, that number has skyrocketed to 70 units. Why is it so high? The vegetable oils we use, like soybean oil and corn oil, are loaded with omega-6 fatty acids. Omega-6 triggers inflammation in the body, hardening of the arteries, narrowing of blood vessels, chronic pain, and ongoing inflammation can all be traced back to excess omega-6 fatty acids. Omega-6 and omega-3 fatty acids need to be balanced in the body. Ideally, the ratio should be 1:2 or 1:3, but today it has reached 1:70. That means for every 1 unit of omega-3 you consume, you're taking in 70 units of omega-6. This is exactly why we need to supplement with omega-3. Yes, we should also reduce our omega-6 intake, but supplementing with omega-3 is essential. This way, we can bring anti-inflammatory fatty acids, the ones that fight inflammation, into our lives. Before we move on to the next point, I need to tell you something important. Vitamin D deficiency is far more common than you think, even if you live in a sunny state. Why should you take vitamin D every day? The second supplement that should be part of your daily life is vitamin D. Especially after the pandemic, we learned that vitamin D does much more than support bone health and calcium metabolism. It strengthens our immune system, affects our mood, and acts like a hormone that helps every system in the body function properly. Optimally, your blood vitamin D level should be 50 or higher. While 20 to 100 is considered normal, a significant portion of the population has levels below 20. Even in sunny places like Florida, California, or Texas, vitamin D deficiency is surprisingly common. That's because getting vitamin D from sunlight requires specific conditions. The sun can only trigger vitamin D synthesis when it's directly overhead, around midday, and only during a certain window of time. But most of us spend our days indoors, in offices or at home, so we miss out on this benefit entirely. Getting enough vitamin D from food alone is nearly impossible. That's why supplementing with vitamin D is necessary. Don't think that taking vitamin D once means you're set for life. Vitamin D has a half-life of only 3 weeks. That means the amount in your body keeps decreasing every 3 weeks. So vitamin D needs to be a constant part of your life to keep levels from dropping again. If you're experiencing low energy, muscle cramps, or sleep problems, pay very close attention to the next point. Why should you take magnesium every day? Then there's magnesium. The natural source of magnesium is leafy greens. But due to soil depletion and the declining nutritional value of our food, even someone who eats greens morning and night can struggle to get adequate magnesium. On top of that, many factors deplete magnesium in the body. Stress, caffeine, and sugar consumption are at the top of the list. In these modern times, when our food has become less nutritious, supplementing with magnesium is important. Magnesium is involved in over 500 processes in the body. It plays a critical role in everything from energy production to muscle and bone function, from cardiovascular health to brain health. Supplements based on blood levels and occasional use. Those are the supplements you should take every day. Second, there are supplements you should take based on your blood levels. For example, if your B12 drops, you replace it. If your iron is low, you replenish it. If your folic acid is deficient, you restore it. These are supplements that require occasional replacement based on lab results. There are also supplements you take based on specific goals. If you have diabetes, you might use berberine, chromium, or alpha-lipoic acid. If you have joint problems, collagen or herbal supplements that reduce joint inflammation could help. If you want to boost your immune system, supplements like elderberry or echinacea may be beneficial. Now, I'm going to tell you about a very important study. The results of this 3-year study involving thousands of participants are truly eye-opening. Clinical studies on people who took vitamin D and omega-3 for 3 years. The study I'm about to share is extensive. Researchers had people take omega-3 and vitamin D for 3 years and have been publishing results over time. The most recent study was released on February 3rd, 2025, just recently. This study is called DO Health. Its goal is to support healthy aging in elderly individuals living in Europe. Researchers asked this question: if we give people over a certain age daily vitamin D and omega-3, along with a simple home exercise program, can we extend their lifespan? The study included over 2,100 men and women aged 70 and older. Participants from 7 different European cities, including Zurich, Basel, and Geneva, took 2,000 units of vitamin D and 1,000 milligrams of omega-3 every day for 3 years. They also did 30 minutes of home exercise 3 times a week. Over this 3-year period, participants were called in for clinical checkups 4 times and followed up with phone calls every 3 months. Regular blood tests were conducted, and all changes were recorded. Several studies have been published from this data. A 2020 study showed that omega-3 alone reduced infection rates by 13%. Another study found that omega-3 and vitamin D use reduced fall rates by 10%. Why do fall rates decrease? First, it strengthens bones. Second, and more importantly, it strengthens muscle tissue. The stronger your leg muscles, the better you can maintain balance when standing up, even if you feel dizzy. But when muscle weakness occurs with age, balance is lost and falls happen. If bone health is also weak, the risk of fractures increases. Vitamin D protects against falls and fractures in older adults by boosting both muscle strength and bone strength. 2 other studies revealed even more striking results. After 3 years of follow-up, frailty decreased by 39%, and invasive cancer development decreased by 61%. These numbers are truly impressive for elderly individuals taking 1 gram of omega-3 and 2,000 units of vitamin D daily. Perhaps by the end of these studies, European health authorities will decide to distribute omega-3 and vitamin D to all seniors as a public health policy. But the most fascinating part is the latest study. The results might surprise you. Could fish oil actually extend your lifespan? The most recent study was published on February 3, 2025. In this study, researchers asked, do these supplements have any effect on slowing down aging? To analyze this, they examined DNA methylation clocks. They measured biological aging using specialized genetic tests. The goal was to determine whether vitamin D, omega-3 supplementation, and exercise, used separately or combined, could slow biological aging. Out of 1,006 participants in Switzerland, 790 agreed to undergo epigenetic testing. 4 different aging panels were applied, and the results were very promising. What do the results tell us? Omega-3 alone slowed down 3 of the methylation clocks. The omega-3 group showed a significant slowdown in aging. All 3 interventions, omega-3, vitamin D, and exercise, also showed meaningful additional benefits on the 4th test called phenoage. What do these effects mean in numbers? Over the 3-year period, biological aging slowed by an average of 2.9 to 3.8 months. Looking at the effects on DNA, there was approximately a 3-month delay in biological aging over 3 years. This is a very important finding. Omega-3 appears to be the most effective by far, showing positive effects across all 4 parameters. Vitamin D and exercise also demonstrated significant biological aging slowdown in certain tests. Are supplements really necessary? This question always comes up. Do these supplements actually work? The answer is absolutely yes, as long as you use them correctly. If you use a poorly absorbed, low-quality form of magnesium, of course you won't see benefits. If you take omega-3 in tiny doses, you won't get results either. Similarly, a cheap, low-quality vitamin D supplement won't deliver the benefits you expect. This study used 2,000 units of vitamin D and 1,000 milligrams of omega-3. If they had used 100 milligrams of omega-3 and 400 units of vitamin D, there probably would have been no significant results. Then the headlines would read, "Supplements don't work." And unfortunately, many people would believe those headlines and give up on supplements altogether. But you need to use doses that actually make a difference. Because we're exposed to so much omega-6 today, taking tiny amounts of omega-3 just isn't enough. Think about it. If 70 units of omega-6 enter your body every day, you can't balance that with just 100 milligrams of omega-3. It's like trying to put out a fire with a glass of water. That's why proper study design and correct dosing are critically important. When choosing supplements, don't just look at the price. Pay attention to the ingredients and the dosage. Make reading labels a habit. Check the amount of active ingredient in the product. Some products contain low doses of active ingredients, but sell at high prices. Being an informed consumer is the most important step for your health. Choosing a quality product, using the right dose, and being consistent are the 3 fundamental rules. The DO Health study is a long-running, large-scale European research project. I'll continue to share new results with you as they come out. If you have any questions for me, please don't hesitate to leave them in the comments. I try to answer all comments whenever I have time. I'm Dr. Evan Hartley. On the HealthHub channel, I strive to bring you important information for a healthy life. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment for more content. Stay healthy.